Notice of this meeting was advertised in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Ms. Trueblood? Present. Mr. Allen?
Present.
Mr. Gardner?
Present.
Ms. Jackson? Present. Mr. Cartier?
Present. Closed session resolution number 105, 2017 authorizes council to go into closed session. Mr. Bear, anything for closed session?
I have nothing.
Mr. Administrator?
Sir.
Council?
No.
There will be no action on this resolution. Public comments. Anyone wishing to make comments before this council, please come forward, state your name, print your name, and make your comments. Ms. Phillips, welcome back. How you feeling?
Slowly. But we're getting there. Summer is coming.
Yes.
I got a question. When do you guys celebrate the Easter hunt for the kids for the township in the ballpark? They have usually they do it on Friday nights. And I was telling my neighbors and all the kids, when did you guys did it? Did you did it this year, or because Paula left was not done?
I don't remember. Mayor, can you help out with that?
I believe the flashlight
Yeah.
was Friday, Thursday? Thursday.
I don't know.
Thursday.
It was Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, because
It was
I
Thursday.
told them for Friday, and then Saturday when they saw me, they say, you know what? We all were there, and there is nothing in there. I said, well, sorry, I will find it out for you guys. Okay. Now I know. That's mean the day has been changed permanent, or...
The best bet's to always check the township website, because it's always on the township website.
Or call the rec office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I noticed when I was driving in town, I saw that you guys got the sign that you asking for help for the cleanup. I did not see the date in that. The cleanup for the community.
Oh, for
I seen the sign this morning, but I didn't take notice if it had a
There
date
is
or
no
not.
date. I
It was on
didn't.
the recreation, I think.
It's in the recreation department.
So, because I think
No,
I
that's
No, it's Clean Communities.
Clean Community.
Yeah, we'll
Clean
look
Communities.
into it and find out.
saw it on the website.
Okay, because they usually they do on weekends. That's the reason I'm asking.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, it's normally Saturdays.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Saturday
I do
morning.
know. I know.
Saturday
that.
Saturday
mornings,
morning.
yeah, 8 to 12.
Yeah, I saw it though.
This coming Saturday.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure, but
We'll
they're
do.
usually Saturday
Here it
mornings.
Okay,
It's this Saturday.
this Saturday.
From 8 to 12, they're going to do Country Lakes area.
Country Lake. Okay,
And
thank you.
then there's other dates listed. Presidential Lakes is May 20th. Country Lakes again, September 23rd, and October 14th, Presidential Lakes again.
Okay.
Then November 4th is Browns Mills.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now I noticed, yes, the building has been demolished and everything being clean. Can you just roughly just tell me when the construction will start? I don't expect the construction to start this year right away, but people asking me if I can fund it out for them.
Our goal is for it to start this year. We just don't know when at this point. We're still waiting for...
That's what I told them.
Still waiting for a quote from the developer.
Okay. Okay, good enough. Okay, in the entry Presidential Lakes, after past the flower beds there, in the right side on the road, there's big hole in there. If it has been raining very hard and a car go by there, they lose part of their car there. I know they were filling up holes in there, but they did not come that far in there, in the entrance. It's about, for the traffic lights, between the lake store and the traffic light.
On the entrance side
At
or
the
the exit?
entrance.
On the entrance side?
Yes, it's in our roads. It's not in the county road, that's our roads.
No, but what I'm saying is it is it on the side where you're coming into PO or going out of PO?
Coming in.
I'm confused. When you're talking about the main entrance coming into Presidential Lakes?
Yes, where the traffic
When you
light
come
is.
in, the first, I want to say about 70 feet roughly, is state. That's not the townships. The section that has the lines, and if you notice, the new pavement starts about 70 feet in to the development. That's where the township road starts, and that's why we paved that way going forward. We didn't pave from there going back to 70 because that's state, and I've reached out to the state to try and have them include that into their paving program, which is going to go from the circle to the bridge, and it's going to stop at the bridge. I tried to get them to extend it to the light and then bring it into our development, but they said they can't do it. So is that the section where you're talking about the
section
pothole?
where the section I'm talking about is for the, after you cross the traffic light, we come into PL right now, and it's between the lake store, you know the little lake store in the entrance there, not the old one, I'm talking about the new one.
Right.
Okay, it's between that, about possibility, about 50 feet for the parking lot for the lake store coming.
Maybe we can just have somebody from Public Works check it out.
Well, we just paved. We just put new paving this year on our road coming in. So it has to be state, and what we'll do, we'll have Public Works look at it and inform the state to come in and fix that.
Okay, but there's a hole in there. There's a
Yeah,
big
we'll
one. Yes.
pass that on to them. It has to be the state entrance because we just paved our road. Unless our road's got our new, you know, the new paving.
Yeah.
That's our road. So as long as it's not in there, we're okay. But we'll pass that on to Public Works and take care of it.
Okay, because it's, even the people who come in the development, the new people come in there and looking for homes. If there is another car coming the other way, they gotta just go in that, because the roads are not wide enough anyway. Okay, I noticed in the park, I know there is new more signs they've been putting in the park in Presidential Lakes. And I also noticed the field is started used for the baseball, different, I don't know if they got that contract or somebody come in there and use it for the kids, their practice and their games. It's no toilet for them in there, Mr. Mayor. How can this family, those kids can go to the bathroom? I've been traveled to different places. They have at least a portable bath in the spring for the summer.
Who provides the bathroom for our PAL field? Is it the PAL League?
There's bathrooms there.
Oh, that's right, they have those bathrooms in there now.
Yeah, but at least a portable bath is put it for them because it's not fair. How can you tell a child they gotta go? They are human beings too. They
But
can
when,
use the bathroom where they go.
Ken, when they had the porta potties over there years ago, who paid for those, you remember?
There were never any
There
porta
wasn't
potties
porta potties
over
there?
there when I was involved. So.
Oh, when you were involved.
Well, I just walking around, I just notice when I come in sometimes there is 30, 40 cars in there. In those kids, there is even the grandparents. They are in the wheelchair, they are with their walkers. They don't know people there because they don't come from our development. They use those fields, it look like any other field. We go to another field and practice or games.
Are there porta potties where the PAL Football League practices?
No, there's a building with
They have
bathrooms.
that building now too.
That's open when they practice? You
I'm
know,
assuming the coaches
They
would have to have
practice
keys.
at Trenton Road
Right.
at the school.
and there's porta potties out there?
I don't know, that's school district property.
I think there is porta potties. That's across from DeBoer, right?
Yes.
I think there is porta potties out there.
Well, I just bring it to your attention, and you just can look in there because it's not fair for us to the people come from another towns and practice in there in our field. And we cannot even supply them with a portable bath. That's it. And now my next question it is, what is going on with the old lake store? I walked there. Right now, one dumpster is gone. It's another one there, and I recall the other one has furniture, has mattress, they had mattress and all kind of junk in there. Did that property sold or is still on the market?
It's been sold. I believe an individual from Willingboro bought it.
Okay. That you've been looking, I haven't had a chance to just call the county and reference the roads where I told you. And the, between Oregon Trail and Upper Mill Roads, there is a sign in there, tell the people, because it won't be 2 years ago that we have a bad accident at the Presidential Lake, and the people were be directed to all those roads. They don't have no knowledge where they was going or anything. Gotta be a bigger sign instead only the little street name in there. We know, doesn't bother me, but at night time, you have to be able to see that. There is no light in there, number one. If there is a light in there, the people be able to at least see where they. And that's what I have, and I've been, I've been working in the entrance. I decorate for Easter. I put flowers, I put a lot of flowers. And a little bit at the time I be working in there because right now we have a lot of flower blooming in there and we cannot disturb them. And with that, now I can pass information to my people there when we have our meetings and everything. And I look forward to see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
will.
Miller.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, we close this portion of the meeting to the public. Consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk are considered to be routine by the Township Council and will be enacted by one motion. Should a council member wish to discuss a consent agenda item separately, that item can be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the regular agenda. Council, any changes to the consent agenda?
I'd like to request to pull resolution number 110-2017 under new business number 2. And on the bill list, page 7, 7-26-302-000-290.
And that is for what?
Republic Services of New Jersey, 30-yard dumpster service.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, Council President, I'd like to pull under consent agenda resolutions 108, 109, and 111. And under new business 1, 3, and 4.
So why don't we just say all purchases? Anyone else?
Well, she has the one I want to pull, so 108, 109.
Okay, so that leaves resolution 106, 107.
That's it.
That's it on the consent agenda.
What about number 3? On purchases?
She said 1, 3, and 4.
Oh, I did 1, 2.
So is there a motion on the consent agenda as amended?
Motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Resolution 108, 2017, Ms. Jackson.
108 and 109, Council President, can really go together. I just wanted to know, why do we need the 2 different plows and what's the function of the 2? To why we need both of them. I noticed one is over 27 and the other one is over 37,000.
The reason for the 2 different types of vehicles is one is a heavier duty vehicle, and we have some functions that require heavier duty vehicle. That's why one is I think the Chevy 3500, and the other one is the F250. And typically when we buy pickup trucks, we always like to buy plows because that will allow us in the event of a snowstorm to put the pickup trucks out there as well as the larger snow plows.
The heavier one also includes a utility body, so it has storage boxes on the back of it.
Right.
Thank you. Not a big
A question on the 108. This is just open bed. Is there room for like a saw spreader? Is that why you guys get an open bed truck?
Not necessarily, although one can be put on there. We do have spreaders that can go on our pickups, and we generally do that in the winter. But an open vehicle, can haul certain supplies to the scenes if they're doing valve replacements and pipe and so forth, as opposed to a utility body. So we utilize both types of equipment.
And this is just replacing both what we have in inventory right now, the open bed and the utility version.
The utility we don't have, that'll be an addition. The pickup will be an addition, and we'll base an older one off the road. Pickup.
That's it for me.
All I have, Council President.
Any other questions? Is there a motion on Resolution 108, 2017?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
A second.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Resolution 109, 2017, is there a motion?
I'll make the motion for 109, 2017.
And a second?
I'll second that also.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Mr. Allen, Resolution 110, 2017.
I was just curious, where are we with the land swap between the county and the township?
Hopefully very close to this long-standing saga. We held the additional public hearing that the Green Acres from the state of New Jersey requested us to do. We have informed the county, and between the county solicitor's office and our solicitor's office and Mr. Benedetti, we'll hopefully be working out a closing date soon.
Yeah, I had spoken to the county attorney, and I think it's going to be, in the scheme of this, relatively soon, in the next 30 to 45 days.
Okay, so very soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, everything's in place.
That's all I have.
Anyone else?
None.
Is there a motion on the Resolution 110, 2017? Is
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 110-2017.
there a second?
I second the motion.
Poll the council, please.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Resolution 111, 2017. Ms. Jackson.
My question was why were we adding this tonight to our agenda?
Because we'd like to get moving as soon as we possibly can to have the property at 390 Lakehurst listed and out in the market, in the marketplace, and so we thought the council
Who's the
would.
company?
The company is.
I know it says Terra, but
Yeah, it's a commercial real estate company, and the commission is capped at 5% pursuant to the applicable statute.
Why is it this specific property being handled this way?
Because it's got a structure and it has more value and it really needs to be marketed. We have put it up for auction twice internally and it has not sold, so we're allowed to do a private sale, and this is the best way to go about hopefully getting a buyer or buyers. And hopefully there are multiple buyers, and it moves the price up.
You say that the commission's top maxed at 5%.
That's correct.
To the seller or seller and buyer?
Total.
Okay, so
It's a total, and if there is another company that brings somebody in, they'll split the 5%.
I get it. Okay. Any other questions? Is there a motion on Resolution 111, 2017?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes.
Purchases over 2,000. Public Works purchase of a 35-ton Eager Beaver lowboy. Ms. Jackson.
Yes. For this one, I noticed the two quotes, Patel and Tri-State Trailer, and the price quote was like really vastly different.
Well, I can tell you, well,
I don't know.
different years.
Okay. That's the main
There's
thing?
an 8-year
It's just a
difference
different year?
between them.
Okay. That's fine. Good enough.
Is that,
That's good. I'm good with that.
anyone else? I have some questions.
Go ahead.
First of all, what are we gonna pull this with?
We have 2 tractors now that will pull this, that are pulling smaller trailers, but the trailers, we received 2 tractors from the military a while back, and we use them now to pull smaller trailers, but they can't haul like our heavier equipment. So this trailer will. And
Well, how are we currently moving our heavier?
well, we are hauling them, but it's not as easy to load coming in off the back of a trailer, where this trailer is a split trailer.
Right.
And will lower down, and you can get up onto the trailer a lot easier. And it just kind of goes with the operation at this point, with the type of equipment that we have. This is the actual type of trailer that you should be using for that type of equipment, you know, our front-end loader and so forth.
Okay. My only concern is the age of this trailer. I mean, I've researched it, and they tend to get expensive. I mean, this trailer's 36 years old. I mean, I'm sure we've checked it out and
We
everything.
went over it. It is as you know, a local contractor that's selling us this, who I am very confident would not stick us with something. He is a reputable and an individual that actually cares about the town. He actually reduced the price for us because he knows this is his town. But our mechanics have gone over this thoroughly. It is in very good shape, and it will meet the needs for many years to come for what we use it, will be using it.
Anyone else?
None.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Public Works purchase of AML Pro Subsurface All Material Locator. Mr. Allen.
So I know this piece of equipment is for our water division, but what exactly is the Pro Surface All Material Locator? What is it used? What will it be used for?
As I can answer this if you don't mind. As opposed to a metal locator, this actually detects density differences.
Okay.
So it'll find pipes that aren't metal, such as PVC and things like that.
As opposed to how we've been trying to locate
Yes.
pipes.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Sorry, had one land surveying.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution, new business A2.
A second.
Poll the council, please.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes.
You cancel number 3, Council President. My error.
Okay. Public Works installation of an 8-inch by 20-foot piling for floating dock at Bayberry Park by Mac Rose Contractors. It was pulled, so is there any discussion? Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Cartier?
Yes. Number 4, men's purchase order for Rubble Master.
Yes.
Ms. Jackson.
Yes. You may can answer this one too, Council President. The additional cost of $1,150 for the wear-free, why wasn't that included in the beginning? And
Well, there are two things. A small part of it was for additional wear because it is part of the process and it's something that you can't absolutely know. But in terms of the freight, is that we thought we'd be able to move it with our own equipment and save the freight, but we weren't. So we had to have them move the equipment back and forth. If we ever rent it again, we will have a lowboy that will actually take care of it.
With that low boy help that.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second? Or is there a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Mr. Fournier?
Yes. New business B, approval of New Jersey State Firemen's Association membership application for EMT Ashley L. Wood with the Pemberton Township Volunteer Fire Company.
Motion to approve the membership application for Ashley L. Wood.
Second?
Any discussion?
No.
Poll the council, please.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Fournier?
Abstain. Is there any discussion on the engineer's report?
No.
Approval by council required for payment of vouchers on bill list dated 4/13/2017. Is there any discussion on the bill list?
Yes, I pulled that page
Yeah.
on page 7.
But we haven't approved the bill list yet.
Okay.
Do you have discussion on anything else other than?
Oh, no. No.
Okay. Is there a motion on the bill list as amended?
I approve as amended the bill list.
Is there a second?
A second.
Poll the council, please.
Ms. Trueblood?
Yes.
Mr. Gardner?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Fournier?
Yes, with exception of any bills pertaining to the fire department. Mr. Allen?
Yeah, I was just, the one I pulled, I was just curious as to what exactly it is because there's no fee associated with it.
I don't know. I'll find out why it's there, but the good part is that it's not costing us anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope not. But yeah, I was just curious because it's zeroed out, so.
Yeah, I'll find out. We have fairly regularly gotten dumpsters, large dumpsters for demolition projects, both at PL as well as some other demolition that we've done. So it's very possible that this sort of just got in there at zero and as opposed to being taken out. But I'll find out. But clearly nothing will be paid.
So I guess there's really nothing to do with this. We have to wait for a number.
Sorry?
I said, we really have no action to take on this. There's nothing to approve.
That's correct.
Okay.
The vendor won't be complaining.
Solicitor's report.
I have nothing tonight, Council.
Mr. Gonzalez? Mayor? Council? Let's go first. Okay, Ms. Trueblood.
Yes, I attended an event yesterday at the American Legion Post 294, and it's a collaboration which I think is excellent. Deborah Hart and Long is joining together with Cooper University Hospital, and it was a press release, and the governor spoke. And we also had Congressman MacArthur there and Congressman Norcross. And it's a partnership that's going to help in this with the military here on Joint Base, but also with their families through the region. As far as the long waits that they've had the VA, this is going to help. And they have 75 specialty medical services that's going to be provided. So I think it's an awesome partnership, and it's going to be launching soon. I don't know when, but I think they have the seal of approval. It was yesterday, right, Mayor? I thought it was very interesting. And it's called Hero Care Connect. So I think that's excellent coming our way. So thank you, and that's all I have.
Next, Mr. Allen?
I actually have no council comments this evening, but I would like to thank everyone for coming out.
Ms. Jackson?
I have nothing for this evening, just thank everyone for coming out, and be safe going home.
Just a quick comment. I'm in the process of trying to put together like a couple of workshops for the kids, and I'll be sending out requests for volunteers to do whether their specialties are. Like if you're like myself, I'm a photographer, so I'll teach photography, and it's going to be all volunteer. So I already spoke briefly to Paula when she was here and the mayor, so we will try to get like a location, and then if you have a specialty that you want to showcase or teach the kids, I'll be calling, sending out the notice. So, all right, so it's coming. All right. Oh, and thank everyone for coming out. Say it again.
To be continued.
TBA. TBC. Yeah.
PC.
To be announced as TBA. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garner. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. Have a safe trip home. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion to close our meeting.
Second.